Hey family. Yeah, it's me and your girl. Y'all. Yo, I need to talk to you all. First of all, there was somebody out at Facebook and I got a couple of inboxes saying, Mama, when are you gonna do another video? So I need to I need to honor my word because I'm finding out in my life right now that your word is your bond. You understand? And words are very powerful. If you say you're gonna do something, you need to mean business because you know what? The last thing you want is for people to see. You understand that you will say you're gonna do things and you don't do it, and then you know what? They sum up your character and they decide from there whether you real or not. So I don't want to say that I'm gonna do a video tonight for y'all and don't do it. It really it has been playing on my conscience. Okay, and I'm finding that somebody wrote me a letter and told me my website was atrocious. I thank you for being honest. You understand what I'm saying? Because I think it's atrocious too. Yeah. So right now, what I'm asking the universe to send me, I'm asking the universe to send me some honest people that are just upfront because I think honesty helps. You know what I'm saying? Creative, just creative, constructive criticism is definitely going to be a plus as we, for myself, I don't know about you all, as we finish out 2015. Because I never will forget one of my sister witches. I think she was one of the most honest people I ever met. But, me and her, we talk every now and then. I don't hear from her as much as I used to. And but because I know she real busy. She's a public figure now. Shout out to you, girl. You know who you are. I love your poetry and your beautiful singing. I know you are busy right now. Okay, but we need to hook up sometimes. Okay. But she was so honest with me. I never would forget after the tornado and everything. We were homeless for a moment, and I never forget how she just kept it real with me. She said, "Sis, something is wrong with you." You understand? And we'll go. I'll talk about what she said later. But some people wouldn't have told me what she told me because a lot of people don't want to hurt your feelings. I'm here today to tell you all. Tell people. You understand? No matter how hard you think it may hurt them, and it's going to hurt you too, but be honest and tell people the truth. Tell them how you feel if it's coming from a good place because it will help them. Now that I've had some honest people in my life, just being truthful with me, or just, I should have said it like this, now that I've been more truthful, truth has been following me, in other words. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people may think, oh, because see, I can read your minds. I can read minds. I know what you're thinking because I'm a psychic. Okay, so be careful what you're thinking too. You understand what I'm saying? Be real careful because most people can read your mind. I read your thoughts, and I just automatically know who you are. But going back to what I was saying, y'all, it's time for us witches to be honest with ourselves. When we're honest with ourselves, we can go out and help each other and be honest with them because that's the most beautifulest, wonderfulest life you could ever have. You understand? But so I said all of this to say this right here. That's why I have to do this video because I owe it to you because I know you say you're waiting, girl. You're waiting on a video. I'm not gonna call your name because I don't want nobody stalking you and stuff like that. So I want us to be truthful and just go ahead and do the video because I did promise you video, and I'm hoping doing this video, being honest and sticking to my word, I'm hoping it'll help me too, because as I minister to all of you all out there, I also minister to myself. Come to my coven. I am spiritually naive. I have other extensions of covens even hidden covens. Some of these are secretive covens because I only allow those people that I go into spirit to discern whether or not I will allow you in there. Okay, because some people honestly don't need to be there. I found that there's a lot of people on my Facebook, you understand, that don't have their real pictures there, and basically what they're doing, they are cloaking on a Facebook um, page. And so I've kind of been on lockdown. There are a lot of people requesting to come in there, but I'm actually just really going in the spirit with you all to decide if you really mean mama any good. Now I'm not talking about my family out here, but I've just been into a situation where I figured out that there's some people that are in my coven, that some people there that are actually enemies of mine. And I know that they have fake pictures, or pictures of some type of icon or something, like an icon or something like that, a picture of some weird object, and I know they shouldn't be there. So I am being very careful who I let inside the coven, because that's a very sacred place to me, and I really don't have drama in any of my coven. I don't allow drama, BS, and I just don't entertain any of that. So that's why I'm being careful. So I know there's a ton of friends there, and I just really need to evaluate every last person to make sure they're not a part of that drama, that fiasco that just happened. Okay, so y'all be patient with me, bear with me, because when you come into my coven, it's all about strictly hoodoo and witchcraft. Some people even post voodoo. And sometimes we'll have a little fun, like you got this favorite song you love, and you'd like to post it. I got a few people who advertise their jewelry, their art, things of that nature. And so some of that is welcome. But what I really want to do, I definitely want to provide a platform for witches who just cannot just go out and just share with the world, hey, we're witches. I want to share with you a platform where all like minds can come together, and we can have our world of witchcraft outside of this physical world that may not necessarily accept us the way we are. Okay, so hey, so that's why I am here. I'm here for my family, and I'm hoping that you all enjoy this video. Um, Hello to all the newbie witches and the newbie spiritualists, whether you may be a priest, a priestess, a vampire. Yes, because we do exist. I myself, I am a vampire. Um, uh, a warlock, a shapeshifter, a sidewinder, whoever you, a fairy or elves, if you're any of these people, a lot of people do not believe in fairies, but fairies are real. People do not believe in elves and leprechauns and trolls. I myself have actually witnessed a leprechaun. I never will forget a while back, about, gosh, I think it was about 15 years ago. I was like sinking in this deep depression. You understand? The depression came from the fact that, my mom had passed, my adopted mom passed, and it was a difficult time. It was a very, it was a moment of change as I transitioned to be the matriarch myself, because my birth mother, you understand, was not in my life. She's never been in my life, and that put me on the line to be the matriarch, and it was a difficult situation to be in. My God, I mean, we wound up, we were homeless. That was about the worst time of my life. You understand what I'm saying? So we were homeless, and we went through a lot of things, and I appreciate it. I appreciate everything I went through, because it brought me here where I can be a beacon. You know what I'm saying? To help someone who themselves, uh, are probably facing a situation like that, or they're in a situation like that at this particular moment. And so, I learned so much, and I would not trade it for the world, honestly. That's when I began to take who I am and what I came here to be more serious. I dwelled into, you know, creating the dolls. I dwelled into, you know, uh, the artwork, the paintings, and I was budding on to something wonderful. And I take that back. That was not 15 years ago, and maybe it was somewhere around there. But it might have been 10 years ago, somewhere right. And so I want to be here for my family. I want to give you all hope. I want you all to know that the craft is real. Witchcraft is real. Yes, demons and dark entities, ghosts, and elemental spirits, they are real. You see, and I want to continue to keep that fire in you, and I want you to come out to the coven. You understand? Where you can get with people who, just like yourselves, because it's very difficult for the witch out there. You understand? So, and I want to do a video about when you know for sure you are a witch, and I'm gonna, talk about the different things you understand that you should be looking out for. And once again, I got sidetracked. So if I find out where I got sidetracked, I'll come back to you on a separate video and talk about it, because I may have missed out on something and everything if I have time to go back and review it, because Mama has just really been caught up. You understand when I say caught up, been caught up, and she ain't been able to focus. So I know, many of you all sending emails and stuff like that. I just hadn't had time to read them all. And Mama stocked up too. And boy, when I get this up, I got something to talk to y'all about. Okay, oh girl, you got a point when you called me yesterday. What we was talking about, we got to finish up talking about that, because I definitely see some weather changes, you understand, and some changes in the media that people may not be listening to, because I think they are giving us a heads up as to what's fixing to get ready to happen in the long run. Okay, I'm stopped up real bad because I was out there tonight, grilling and stuff with my family, with our family. How about that? And I'm just real stopped up. That cold and stuff really gets to my sinuses and stuff. So that's why I sound so nasally. Mama been down to the country, got a chance to go to the swamps. Mama did a little bit of swamp magic and everything. Next time I'm taking you all with me. When I go to the swamps, when I go to the lake, y'all are going with me. Oh my God, I went to driving on a country winding road not too far from my house, and lo and behold, I found out that there's a little area where there are absolutely no cars. And y'all may know who I'm talking about. Cordova, Alabama. Y'all may have been. I know some people, y'all are from Alabama, and one thing I need to say is roll tide. Okay, and shout out to all you Alabama fans. But some of you all may have been to Cordova. Some of you all may live in Cordova. But that's where that little nuclear plant was, the one that I showed you all, that actually make the clouds. So a lot of people think clouds are natural. Some clouds are natural, but they actually destroy the natural clouds. And I'm going to talk about that on another video. Y'all excuse my appearance, but I'm with my family, and I know that you all, don't mind Mama just get comfortable, because I want you all to get comfortable. I mean, go somewhere and grab your favorite beverage and stuff like that, so we can just really talk to one another and engage ourselves into the magical world of witchcraft and voodoo. How about that? Anyway, when I went to Cordova, I noticed that just there's just like two lanes, one coming this way, one going that way. Very narrow. And do you know that if you stray off the road just a smidget, you will go off a cliff? And what I noticed is that they were actually blasting the mountains to get coal. Blasting the mountains, beautiful rocky mountains of coal are being blasted here in the United States, all for the greed of energy and money. But money and energy are the same. I said all of this because you know I am a hippie woman, and I'm most definitely a horticulturist. It just breaks my heart to see them blast the mountains, to see them disrespect the trees. The trees are our mother and our fathers. They are our protectors. You understand? And there's nothing we can do about it. I mean, there's so much suffering going on with humans, but it's also a lot of suffering going on with wildlife and greenery and forestry, you know, and the water, because the water is a living entity. It lives just like we live, and they're destroying the water. The water's the ocean. You understand? Mama will be back. I don't want to tie this video up too long, and I have more for you. Okay. Like I said, visit me at Facebook. I am Spiritually Naima, Nyemma, and don't forget to subscribe so that you can get more videos. Okay, fixing to go.